Hey you guys, welcome back to Angel Angela, and as you guys can see from the topic, I am going to talk about how narcissist people like to gossip about you in front of you. Like you don't exist. Like they're in their own reality, and the gossip is not going to get to you, or you're not going to read in between the lines when the narcissist is speaking in third person, or they're saying things in their own personal secret language, or giving each other, secret looks, and it's really not secret because you're wide awake and you're just looking at them. You're just like, do these people think they're invisible, or invincible too? Because that's how a lot of narcissists create their own chaos. So the reason I wanted to speak on how narcissists can gossip, right in front of you about you. And I don't know if this has happened to anyone else. I know it's happened to some people, and some people, they're in their own little world that they don't really pay attention to these things. But when you've dealt with so many narcissists and you're always having to look at your surroundings, or feel the energy around you, you see the narcissist's gaze. You see that they can tell that you're aware of them, and you could tell that they're aggravated because they can't say or behave the way they want to. You see a lot of things. You witness a lot of narcissists do this. They talk about other people in front of them. They talk about them in another language when they feel like you don't know what they're saying. And I've been through that as well, where people will say things and they think I don't know what they're saying. And then when I when I speak to them, just so that they can know I can comprehend what they're saying, they got this look of shock, and they either want to start asking questions because they're surprised, or they get defensive. If anything, they feel like they get so defensive where now they want to attack you. They're just like, yeah, I said what I said. I did what I did. What you gonna do about it? Yeah, I came into your world fucking with you, but you want to defend yourself? So what you want to do? Kind of like when you're a kid and you got people bullying you, or you got people that don't like you, or are jealous of you, or they've heard gossip from other narcissists, or you've had, or you had a fallout with someone who was a narcissist and they went to gossip about you. So now what gossiping does, it gives people a perception of you. And not only does it give a perception of you, but if you really pay attention, it'll make other narcissists feel like they can do the same thing to you that other narcissist did. So that narcissist can gossip about you to someone else. Now that person, they got this deep hate for you, or they feel like, hey, if that person was able to beat you up or do something to you, I can do the same to you too. So now when you walk past this person, they're gossiping, they're giving looks, they're laughing, they're giggling, right? They're coming up to you, giving you fake compliments, or they're coming up to you, criticizing you. Even giving a detailed description about you, but using other people's names, or even, talking about you right next to you, not knowing that you were in the bathroom or around, right? I've even had that happen to me where people who don't even have their papers to work here are sitting there telling other people they gave her a job and they won't, give us a job and we've been here longer, and just sitting there going on and on talking about me as if I did something to them. And then when you call out that bad behavior to people who are in places higher than you, these people get together to lie and to make up things about you when you didn't even know them to begin with, and that's why you even brought it up in the first place. But because these people have family members and people they know working at human resources and things like that, they feel invincible. And sometimes is why, you have to be careful, because sometimes I've seen people who become friends with people they think they can trust, and they're gossiping just to hear what you got to say to go tell that person. And you can think about this, putting yourself in a situation saying it's just you on your own by yourself in a school surrounded by a gang of people. Sometimes I think about this too, where it's like you go to a school filled with a lot of people. There's so many people that you didn't even get to know, right? Certain people that you might have seen, they might have stuck out to you, but you never got to know them. You never befriended them, but they stuck out to you. So a lot of times something about you sticks out to the narcissist, or a connection with someone else, or a fallout with someone else. And now you're part of their reality. So you're not even part of you probably don't even see them as being part of your reality, but they suck you in because they got their focus on you. So now you're dealing with narcissists that are gossiping about you to other narcissists, and now you got all these other narcissists, and some way, somehow, they want to connect to you. They want to send people your way to pretend to be friends with you, to get information about you. They want to study everywhere you go, every move you make. Anytime you get close to someone, or you're in a circle of someone, they try to find their way to connect to the people around you, just to reach you, just to get close to you. Even planting seeds in the people around you, and competing to befriend the people around you, even just to do harm to you, right? You got narcissists that's like, oh, I want to take their friend. I want to, or why is this person with this person? They should be in my group. Why is this guy or this female with this person? They should be with me. You become a target to these people. They'll gossip about what they believe you deserve. Or if you have something that they want, they're plotting on taking these things, stealing from you. And you realize that same behavior follows you even to your adulthood, where you're seeing adults, but it's like children, right? It doesn't stop. And you wonder, when do you get tired of gossiping? When do you get tired of wishing bad on others, rejoicing on others' failures, keeping up with everything that person is doing, but you're not doing anything to help that person? And if you don't care for that person, then what's the obsession? What's the obsession? Where is this competition, this secret competition coming from? Because what I've realized is that when narcissists gossip about you, it's like they're bringing you to life. Like they're bringing you into, they're trying to bring you into their world. And a lot of times half the stuff that they say about you is not even true. And the stuff that they do say about you that is true, it got nothing to do with them. It shouldn't bother them. Uh, it doesn't. It doesn't. It doesn't do it. They don't gain anything from it, you know. And the only thing in their mind that they feel like they're gaining is feeling like they're putting themselves on a pedestal. Like they really believe that they look better, or they are better than you when they're gossiping about you. So a lot of times when a narcissist is gossiping about you, in their mind, they believe they're better. And it doesn't matter your success, your education, how you look. They're going to try to justify why they're better or why they're smarter than you, competing with you. And you might have more than these people, right? But they might feel like their looks are more than enough. Their looks determine happiness, their looks equal happiness, right? But they know that's not true. They know that that does not matter. Because if you're a shitty person with good looks, there's only so far that you can get until people get tired of you or don't want to deal with you or feel like, why do you deserve these things just because you think you do? And what's going to keep you sustaining these things for the long run? And a lot of times when they're showing the ugly parts of them to a real person, right? They might try to gossip about someone thinking that that's going to keep the people around that they think that they admire or they look up to or they respect. They think that that's going to validate them with those people. And sometimes you're dealing with someone who they're looking at the narcissist like, I'm not like you. You think I'm like you, but I'm not like you. Or they might gossip with the narcissist, but there's a limit to their gossiping, right? There's a limit. There's a line that they're not willing to cross, like gossiping. They might gossip, but they're not willing to gossip about someone right in front of them because they know, hey, I know that I'm not invincible. I know that if I say something to someone that I don't know, just because I assume I know things about them, it can backfire on me. Or I need more time to gather more information about this person. But a narcissist, and this is a narcissist that has learned, because their gossiping had gotten out of control at one point, but they're surrounding themselves with other narcissists who are maybe on a lower level. So the lower level narcissist is gonna speak up for that narcissist in moments that that narcissist won't speak up, because to them they feel like, I'm gonna be the one to be real. I'm real. I don't care. I tell things how it is. Everything I say is facts. So can't nobody say nothing to me when all I say is facts. So a narcissist couple, the man, he's just as gossipy as the Jezebel spirit. He's just as gossipy. He wakes up in the morning, he's calling his brother, he's calling somebody. He's already on social media gossiping or being nosy. And that Jezebel, she's being blatantly disrespectful to people, disrespecting a waiter, being evil, not understanding what a hardworking person does and how busy it could be. And that narcissist man, he won't say anything because he feels like that woman, that Jezebel, is doing the dirty work for him, and they're both gonna gossip about you together later. So you could tell a lot about a narcissist man by the type of women they like to keep. So when you're an empath, you'll find yourself getting in fights with the narcissist because you'll be the one telling them to have patience. You'll be the one to rationalize moments where the narcissist wants to act irrational, to the point where now the narcissist, they don't like to talk to you because they know when they say things, you're going to correct their bad behavior. So when a narcissist gossips, they think that everything they say is true. And by stating these things to you or behind your back, because they feel like it's true, they feel like when it's brought up to them, you can't act defensive. You can't defend yourself. You can't come at them being defensive because to them, they said what they said, and those are facts. So a lot of times what an empath does is you're trying to defend yourself, or you're trying to bring up, why did you say these things? And what you're going to get is a narcissist that is going to get defensive. Because to them, it's like, you shouldn't even bring these things up to me. Who do you think you are? You're nobody. What are you going to do about it? I'm not scared of you. That's why I said these things to begin with, because I don't like you. So a lot of times you'll think to yourself, if someone doesn't like me and I haven't said anything to them and I'm not trying to convince them to like me, and I don't really care what their opinion is, why even say these things? Why even gossip? Why even say something unless you want to get something? Whatever you put out, that's what you're going to get back. So why even put those things out if you don't want to get nothing back? It's because the narcissist feels like what they gossip about is the truth. It's facts. They feel like can't nobody tell them nothing, or can't nobody convince them. And when you're reacting to them, it's giving them more fuel, because to them it's like, oh, you're defending yourself? Oh, since you're defending yourself, it must be true. And that'll piss you off even more. So if you're pissed off, or now you're cussing them out, or now you're going toe to toe with them, now they're going to play the victim. Now they're, sending you to let's send you to the principal's office and get you suspended for defending yourself. Let's go get all the flying monkeys. Let's gather everyone at the job so we can attack you. But the simple fact is they just did not like you, or they just they saw you as competition, or they just felt like what you got you don't deserve, they deserve it. A lot of times, narcissists don't like peaceful people. They'll gossip about you because they feel your peace. They feel the tranquility. And when they feel the peace and the tranquility, they think, oh, you're peaceful, you're at peace. To them, it's like, you're not really at peace. You're pretending to. Oh, you're pretending to. So you're pretending to be at peace. I'm not at peace, but I that's what I portray that to the world. But when I'm in the presence of someone who has real peace, it makes me uncomfortable. So because it makes the narcissist uncomfortable, they're going to have to gossip about you, because to them it's like, you're pretending to be at peace. I want to see your other side, the side that's just like me. I want to see that side, because I know that's the real you, just like that's the real me. So now you got someone that's like trying to drag you down to their frequency because they feel like that's who you are. But that's just projection, because that's the frequency that they're at. you know. So narcissists will gossip, they'll antagonize you, they'll gossip with the intent of changing other people's perception and having others agree to that perception of you, you know. And this is why gossiping is not, it's not a good thing. It's not, you know, sometimes you talk about your day, or you might share things with someone about your day or something you went through. And to me, that's not considered gossip. But when you're dealing with a narcissist, what I notice about narcissists is that they always have like a lot of gossip, a lot of things to talk about. Like, they always got something to talk about. And if they don't got nothing to talk about, they're going to create something to have something to talk about. You know, it was moments where I remember in my family and in my narcissist family where the gossip was, you know, I knew something was wrong, and I would question certain things, like, this is weird, right? You know, like, someone would tell me something about a family member, like, oh, can you believe so-and-so got pregnant? You know, they're still young, they're still in school, they're still a minor, like, their life is ruined, like, they ruined their life, right? And just speaking ill of that person, you know. But don't tell anyone I told you. Don't tell anyone I told you. Then minutes later, someone else comes in. Oh, I got something I got something to tell you, but don't tell anybody I told you. And then they tell me, right? And then I'm like, man, you guys gossiped so much. I'm like, you guys gossip so much. They already told me that. They just told me that, and they told me not to tell anybody. And here you come telling me not to tell anyone. So at this point, everybody knows. So what the fuck is everyone talking about? Don't tell nobody nothing. When at this point, everybody knows. So now when that person shows up, the person they've been gossiping about, everyone's giving them the weirdest looks. Everyone is acting weird. Everyone is trying to pretend like they weren't talking about them by pretending to be nice and pretending to be kind and pretending to be understanding. And now everyone's trying to help, and, oh, we're going to do a baby shower for you. But to them, the gossiping didn't seem like anything bad until the gossiping makes its way to that person, and that person knows that certain people were talking about them that they don't even know or they're not close to. And now they're wondering, why does this person or this person have their name, you know, in their mouth? And a lot of times the messenger, the person telling them, is the first one to tell everyone else. But now they're coming back to share things with that person. And now there's people that don't get along with certain people because they feel like they were talking about them, you know, behind their back. And not only that, but like I said, gossiping gives people a false perception of that person. So now you got people wishing bad on you. You got people that every time they want to know what's going on with this person, because from the last time they gossiped about this person, you know, we built this perception that they got pregnant, so they ain't gonna be shit. So now I want to keep up with the Kardashians. I want to keep up with what's going on with them. They want to keep up with that person. And because they felt like, oh, I went to the baby shower and I supported that person, I'm going to ask how that person's been, even though I don't really know them. I just have an idea of who they are, or have a connection to them that is not that strong. So now they're checking up. Oh, how is that person doing? Oh, you know, they're doing this, they're doing that. Oh, I'm so happy for them. But they're not really happy for you. They're trying to see if that perception from all that gossiping is going to play out the way they want it to play out, because that means that they believed in the gossip. So they believe that perception of you, and they want that belief to actually manifest into existence. This is why a lot of narcissist people in your life, even your family, they base who you are based off of what you've been through, off the gossip. They base who you are as a person based off the gossip. And then at the end, you realize you never even knew them and they never even knew you. So when you bring up the abuse, or you bring up the things that they said, they'll attack you and hate you like you did something to them. But you can't think of anything you did to them, just their gossips. So now they're keeping up with you. And I've seen this in my family, where people are always, what is she up to? What is she up? Always want to know what I'm up to, but don't give a fuck about me. Will plot on me, will get together with other people to do harm to me. And then, pretend like they want to be there, pretend like they care, or once you start figuring out their bullshit, now they're trying to buy you. They're trying, and when they're trying to buy you and you're not going for it, they're sending you flowers and doing little things because they know you don't want nothing to do with them. And now they'll tell other people, they'll gossip to other people, I did something nice for them, but they're not dealing with me. I sent them flowers for their birthday or a gift card, and they didn't respond to me. They didn't say anything to me. So the gossiping people, what was crazy about them is that they'll either get mad at you and play the victim once you react, or they'll start being really nice and trying to gift you things. And while they're trying to give you this fake niceness, they're gossiping. The gossiping doesn't stop. They're telling other people the nice deeds that they've done for you. And they know eventually you're going to realize that they're not doing things from the heart. They're doing things for an exchange, or to simply just cover themselves, so that when they do bad things, or they put you in bad situations, or they've got so many people against you and they were the root of it because of the gossiping. It's their way of validating themselves that their gossiping wasn't the reason that things in your life have escalated. To them, it's like, oh, I did all these nice things for you. I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what I did to you, what I said about you that was so bad. So when you're dealing with people that are constantly gossiping, constantly, they gather information from people, and then they share it with other people. And then they got these people fascinated because they're like, man, this person got good conversation. They always got something to say. Always got something to say. So they present themselves like an open book. Like, this is who I am. They'll start sharing things about themselves and stories about themselves. And then you're going to get them asking you a whole bunch of fucking questions, interrogating you. And you'll just feel comfortable sharing things with them, not knowing that everything you're sharing with them, they're going to use against you. So that makes the narcissist feel like their gossiping isn't bad. They feel like they keep everybody entertained. They like getting into trouble. They like getting into drama because it's entertaining to them. So when the narcissist gets their karma, these people are still around being entertained and even going the extra mile for the narcissist because they're they're seeking empathy now, you know? And those people do the same with the narcissist until they realize that the narcissist is a liar. And the narcissist is exactly like the toxic people in their life that they share their drama with. So once they got everybody entertained, it doesn't matter if the narcissist is right or wrong when they're being called out on their behavior, because most people are going to side with the narcissist just because they're entertaining to them, because they seem like they got all the answers, because by talking about others and how others are dumb or they're making dumb choices or ha ha ha, look at what happened to this person, it puts them on a pedestal. So to the people that they gossip to, these flying monkeys, if you are to react, even if you're in the right, people are going to feel like you're in the wrong because they're like, the narcissist has us entertained. They gossip about everyone, but they have a reason to talk about bad about them. They deserve it because, the narcissist they wouldn't allow someone to do that to them, or they wouldn't dress like that, or they wouldn't put themselves in that situation. That's why they gossiped about you, because the stuff that is happening, your failures was happening to you, is their gain, because in their mind they feel like it's happening to you, it's not happening to me. And the people that are flying monkeys are like, the narcissist wouldn't allow none of these things to happen to them. When they gossip about you, to them it's like, the narcissist is smart. The narcissist has class. The narcissist knows how to dress. The narcissist this, the narcissist that. So it doesn't matter if what the narcissist did to you is bad. People are going to defend them because they've already put the narcissist on a pedestal. So this is where the narcissist's ego is inflated to the point where they're like, I'm not doing anything wrong. If people don't like you, that has nothing to do with me. If people defend me, like, how can you be mad about that, even though they're defending me knowing I'm wrong? Because you're looking at the narcissist like, look at your flying monkeys, check them. Tell your flying monkeys that they don't know me. You know me, they don't know me. What's these people problem, right? And to the narcissist is like, I'm not going to tell them anything. Like, they have the right to make their opinion about you. I didn't say anything to them. I don't know why they don't like you. I don't know why my family doesn't like you. Like, I don't know, so there'll be people that's connected to the narcissist that just won't like you, and you'll just never know why. But the truth is that they gossip about you. And a lot of times the narcissist will gossip to you about them and make you believe that they don't really have that type of relationship with them that they have with you. So in your mind, it's like whatever problems me and the narcissist have is between me and the narcissist, not between these people that they act like they know our relationship more than us, So you'll be defending a narcissist who's gossiping about you. They're gossiping to you about these people. And once the narcissist gets a new supplier or someone else, they'll talk with that. They'll, talk bad about you with that person. And then that person is giving the narcissist energy. So now the narcissist is looking at you as, okay, the people around me don't like you. This person I'm dealing with, they're so much better than you. They've proved themselves. they would never be like you. They would never do the things that you do. But the narcissist, as we know, they won't take accountability for their actions. They won't tell people what caused you to react the way you did. They won't tell people the stuff that they put you through. When you go through certain situations that are very like intimate, they won't go and tell people the stuff that they're putting you through. You know what I'm saying? Like the narcissist, when they went to the new supply, they're not telling the new supply and everyone that I went through a miscarriage and the shit that they put me through. To them, they're going to leave parts out so that when you can't take it and you finally have a nervous breakdown, you're just seen as the crazy person, but they won't say why. And they'll continue gossiping about you. They won't apologize. They won't take accountability. And because now they're this interesting person, they're this smart person, they're a person that has has a high sense of self, right? They have this high self-esteem. That's how people are viewing them, with confidence. Someone who knows right from wrong. Someone with knowledge. Someone who is looking at other people's shit and they're like, oh, that would never happen to me. So they've put themselves in this pedestal, and other people around them have agreed on these things, not knowing that person's reality, not knowing that person's upbringing, education, not knowing that you can't judge people based on what they're going through or based on their inability to even understand what's happening to them, because everyone wakes up at different times. Not everybody wakes up to the realities of this world and the people around them in society. A lot of people, everyone got different journeys, different stories, different things that have to happen to them for them to, have some type of self-awareness about themselves. So when people aren't self-aware, the narcissist is gossiping and making fun of them. When someone is self-aware, the narcissist doesn't believe that person is self-aware. So if the narcissist believes that you're not self-aware, and they've been getting praise, they're never held accountable for their actions. People want to be their friends because of how they look or how much money they got or what they got to offer. So when someone is never held accountable because of their gossiping and how they treat others, that person becomes so delusional that they think everybody's dumb. But in actuality, it's them who's dumb because they waste time on others. That simple remark, just the simple gossiping, that means you spend most of your time thinking, talking, lying on others. And what it also does, it produces oxytocin, an addictive chemical that makes you feel good, and now you're doing it all the time. And then when they crash, they get depressed and angry. And they think everyone's so dumb to the point where they're like, well, I always talk about people get away with it, and people always side with me even when I'm wrong. So now that attitude is going to manifest in the narcissist's life and on a daily basis, meaning that they don't even they could be around people, around their friends, family, and they're going to have liquid courage to say shit to you. They're going to have the balls to talk about people right in front of them. The narcissist can also, so when the narcissist has people around them, that's when they're really going to gossip, especially if they got people around them. They're going to publicly attack you. You might be minding your business. You might be just doing your job, right? You might go to work, you just doing your job. They're going to have liquid courage because they're with someone else to gossip in front of you. Now, if they don't have anybody around them, and they don't got nobody to back them up, because they know that when you gossip about people, people react, right? That's what people do. This is why when you're a kid, you notice that when you're a kid, some of the bullies that you dealt with, they never approached you when they were by themselves, but somehow when they got with their friends, that's when they talk the most shit. That's how narcissists are as adults. When they're around people, they can laugh, they can look at each other, they can sit there and talk in different languages, they can act like they're talking about something else and you're just listening to the conversation like this conversation don't make no fucking sense, and every here and there you say something that I feel is directed at me and you think I'm supposed to be stupid. So you'll get people that do that, and then what you'll notice, because a narcissist, they just never stop gossiping. And when you're someone who you actually know what knowing your true self is, and you're at peace, you don't feel like you need to bring anyone down. You don't get nothing from it. You don't get feel from that. Your feel is you're getting feel from a higher vibration than them. So to them, in order to get that feel, to feel good, if they're not able to gossip about someone in front with other people, they'll basically try to gossip about you in front of you one-on-one, but indirectly towards you. They get so bold because they're like, I ain't got nobody to sit here and gossip about you with. So now I'm going to have to talk to you and maybe offer you, act like I'm offering you help, or try to give you constructive criticism, or ask you a question about something that I'm not really interested in, but it's because I want to insult you. I just want to have a conversation just so I can insult you, because I can't insult you or gossip about you the way I want to. So I'm going to just try to talk to you or befriend you so that I can later on insult you. That's where a lot of narcissists will pretend to be nice to you, or they'll give you a compliment. And then when they leave, they're talking shit about you. And sometimes you think, oh, this person just gave me a compliment or something. And in the narcissist's mind, it's like, oh, I bet that person really thought I meant that compliment I gave them. I bet they really thought I meant that shit. Oh, so you'll get narcissists that's like, hey, gorgeous, how you doing? Oh, hey, beautiful, let me see you smile. Oh, oh, I like your nails. Oh, I like your this or that. And in their mind is, I gave you a compliment. I know you probably feel good about yourself, but that shit is really ugly. I don't really like that. I didn't really mean what the fuck I said. And they'll go and talk bad about you, or talk bad about you under their breath, or in their mind, they're just like, oh, she believed it. He believed it. He really believed that. But I really think she really believed my compliment, but I really think she's ugly. She really thinks I like her nails, but I don't really like those nails. They're too fucking long and ugly and ghetto. But I pretended like I liked them, and I told her I like her little bling, but I really think they're ghetto and they're ugly. So a narcissist, like, they never stop gossiping. And I think that's one of the saddest things that I feel like I have to deal with just in life, because I'm a very peaceful person. I don't bother anyone. I don't really talk. I'm really not a talker, I just come on here and I share my thoughts and my experiences. And for me to be someone who just don't bother no one, I don't say shit to nobody. If I ain't got nothing nice to say, I just ain't gonna say it. When I see something that's imperfections in people, I don't look at them like imperfections. I look at it like they're human beings. I feel like we're human beings and we all go through different things, and there's nothing there. I'm not going to feel good about trying to put you down, and just because you might be going through something that I'm not going through don't mean that I can't go through it. So I have to empathize with you. And just because you're going through something that to me I feel is something difficult, that I feel like I wouldn't be able to handle, or I wouldn't be, where I would feel like I, I would feel like, what's the point on living if I got to live like this, or what's the point on living like this if I'm gonna have to be getting attacked by people, or it sucks to be in your situation, right? I never look at anyone in any bad intent, or even judge their circumstances to have a I never perceive anyone based on what they're going through. I never make an assumption that just because they're going through something that's difficult, that they are not happy with themselves or love themselves, or they are not worthy of love, or they don't have love in their life, right? So the narcissist, if they feel like you're unworthy, then they'll start making assumptions about you in your life. And to them, even if you tell them that their perception is wrong, or that you do got love in your life, to them it's like, no, you don't. No, you don't. No, you're not capable of it. No, well, that person must be using you, or that. So if a narcissist has a perception of you, they're going to gossip about you. And if they don't know you, or they're not connected to you, they're going to try to build a connection or force a connection. So what you'll see is that if you don't allow people to force connections on you, you'll see that they'll try to force that connection on you even more. So if that person feels like they want to gossip about you, they want to say something about you, but they see that you're too independent, they see that you're someone that don't take no shit, that you know yourself, then they're going to try to use other people to do it. They're all going to try to work as a community to bring you down until they accomplish getting a reaction from you. And once you get that reaction, pay attention, because empaths, you got to play your game different. You can't play the game the narcissist plays, because you're not going to win. If you try to go have that same type of behavior with the narcissist, you're not going to win, because you've already been through it as an empath too many times before to know that all they're looking for is a reaction. And every time you react, you're not the one that wins. And you might feel like it's unfair, but it's for your own survival, because the narcissist is going to get theirs. It's just not going to happen the way you want it. It's going to happen where they're going to have to realize all the people they gossiped about and all these things are manifesting in their own life. But they were so busy gossiping about you that they weren't focused on themselves. So when people gossip about you, keep it moving, keep it pushing. It's just their opinion. It's just what their perception. And a lot of times you're going to see that their perception is not even correct. A lot of times you'll be throwing people off. A lot of times you'll be throwing people off and they be thinking you're dumb, or they be thinking certain perceptions of you, and they don't even know, hey, I could have this. I could have the newest car. I could have all these things. I could do all these things to try to get you to envy me and be jealous. I do this shit on purpose. I drive this on purpose. I do what I do on purpose because I want to be under the radar. I don't want the attention. But even when you don't want the attention, they still got their eyes on you because they're trying to figure you out. They're like trying to figure you out and they can't, you know. And when they see that them trying to make you feel bad because you ain't got what they want you to have. And a lot of times they don't even have these things themselves. They just wish they had what you had. When you see they're trying to do all these things, but you know you could have these things, but you know that they're competing with you because you're not doing anything to try to impress them. So even when they seem nice, it's only because they want something from you. So guess what? Just like, you know, I can go to a school full of people, but somehow certain people want to gravitate to me and pull me into their reality. It's something about me that you wanted to force me into your reality. So when people gossip about you, to me, it's like you're crying for attention. That's how I see it. You're crying for attention. You feel like, oh, I'm going to compete with you because I know I could beat you. But if you could beat me, you wouldn't be trying to fight me. You would be trying to fight an opponent that's stronger than me. So that means you're weak. And if I entertain you, you're going to feel like we're on the same rank, and we're not. So you notice when you ignore these people, because I ignore these people. But what I've noticed when I ignore them, they get even more mad. Like they get passive aggressive where they know they can't say nothing to me. So they do something like with their physical, how do I explain it? Like you could feel their aggravation. Like you could feel their energy. You could feel their hateful eyes. You could feel like their thoughts, like they hate you, like they want you to die. Like you would think you know them or you did something to them, but all you're doing is protecting your peace. But they'll do things, they'll slam doors, they'll do something to make you know they don't like you. And it's because they wanted to fuck up your peace, because to them, they wanted you to feel beneath them, and you're making them feel beneath you. And they feel like, how can someone try to make me feel beneath them when I know I'm better than them? You know what I'm saying? And some of these people, you know, they'll gossip about you because they're bragging. They want you to be jealous of what they're doing. The narcissist wants you to be jealous of what they're doing. They gossip about you, hoping that you're jealous of their reality and what they got going on and what they have, or their new partner. They want you to envy that, you know, and what's crazy is that you won't be giving a fuck. You won't be caring. If anything, you'll feel like sorry for them, because you'll be like, you trying to make me feel jealous because you got all this stuff going on. You're trying to make me feel jealous, but I'm more at peace where I'm at than where you at. You got all this shit and you still not happy, so you ain't gonna be happy anyway. And if you get karma and lose it all, bitch, I don't know how you're gonna make it, because you're not happy now. You living in your big ass house with a pool in the backyard that you never get in. You know what I'm saying? Sitting there gossiping all day, all night. So, knowing damn well you got your own problems. Knowing damn well you got kids that don't even want to talk to you. You got people, all people that don't fuck with you because you got character flaws, because you're not loyal. And you feel good because you got certain flying monkeys around, but deep down inside, you know those people you gossip with, they're not happy either. So you're dealing with a whole bunch of miserable motherfuckers that just love getting together to gossip. And these people will even gossip about each other. A lot of times in these narcissistic groups, it's always one or two narcissists in these groups. I mean, they might all be narcissists, but it's always like a malignant narcissist or like one or two that's really running the show. So everyone's gossiping about one another or whatnot, but it's one or two that are gossiping about everybody else, and they get together or talk behind closed doors and don't share certain things with the other narcissists. And when you're dealing with people like that, they always got drama. They always got something going on. And when you ain't got no drama or nothing going on and your life becomes fucking boring, you don't have to deal with gossiping or, all the drama that comes with it, and the gossiping that's meant to give change people's perception of you. When you don't no longer care about the gossiping or what people fucking think about you, you're going to see that people's demons start coming out. Like, you're going to start seeing that demon jumping in bodies and shit, fucking just pumping its chest and, King Kong with it, trying to fight with you. So, never give in to the gossip. The gossip sucks because it feels like these people want you dead. They don't even realize that words are powerful. And you realize that no matter what you do, like, I remember there was a time where I was probably like quiet, didn't speak for like years. For years, I was just quiet, didn't say shit to nobody. I didn't talk to nobody. I didn't befriend anyone. All my relationships with colleagues, I ain't say everything was always professional with me. And when I did start to talk even a little bit, it was like, oh, you were so quiet. Oh, and that's where drama starts. When I was quiet, right? When I was quiet, I knew people was saying shit, but I didn't care, The moment I start talking, people are gossiping to me. Oh, you know that this coworker over here, she ain't like you for a long time. She used to always say this about you every time you walk by her desk. And like now people, once you start talking to people, people will tell you what other people have been saying about you or what other people's opinion about you is. And you'll be wondering, why did that person even make a comment about me or a nasty comment about me to other people? What did I do to this person? Because every time I walk by their desk, I said hi to them or good morning to them. So what would cause them to be like, oh, here come this bitch? Like, why would you say something like that? Why would you say, oh, here come this bitch? What the fuck did I do to you? Why am I a bitch? Why would you even refer to me as that? So it don't matter if these narcissists are doing good or doing bad. They're always going to be gossiping about you. So whether they hate you because of the way you look, they hate your race as a whole, they're jealous because of what you got, or they're judging you because you're not rich. Like, there's always gonna be something with narcissists, and it's sad because we live in a world where people are getting plastic surgery, people are committing suicide, turning to drugs because they don't know what else to do anymore. They've given up on society. They've told themselves, hey, if I go get this body done and go get a fake butt and go do this, then I'm going to be accepted and I won't have to be fighting fighting for my job, fighting for love, things will get a little bit easier for me. Even if I have to sell myself, because that's what it seems like it's boiling down to. So that's what a narcissist would do, where they will make you feel like you got to change yourself to fit in with them, or you got to fake it till you make it. So I'm sending you guys lots of love, light, peace in your healing. I hope that this message will help, people just like me who we just don't understand why people are just evil, or why they think that they're not as evil as they are, or why do they think that their gossiping is not bad, like, oh, it's not that bad, or and why they think it's okay to offend people and make it seem like they're trying to give good criticism, or they're trying to look out for you, or they're doing you a favor, not even knowing you, not even knowing what you're going through, not even knowing how that can make you feel, and not caring how it can make you feel. And the audacity of some of these people that even got the nerve to say something to you, and they're beneath you. Like, and you would, and you're not the type of person to tell them that they're beneath you. You're not the type of person to try to put them down. You know what I'm saying? Like, some of these people, they ain't got shit. They ain't got shit going. But their fucking mouth, but running their fucking mouth. They're not even happy. They're not even, they can't eat. They don't even got 2 quarters to rub together. They're stressing out about their own reality, and they're sitting here gossiping and talking shit to people, or they're sitting here claiming they're so happy in their wealth, but they're sitting here fucking with people, or treating people like they're not real people, like they're just robots walking around, and somehow they're so superior, they're so superior because they're getting fast money or something, or they ain't worked a day in their life because they done been running their mouth on fucking on social media all goddamn day, getting money from people. That type of energy, like, oh, you work here? Oh, you do this? Oh, I would never, it's that type of attitude. But guess what? We all know it don't matter where you work at. There's rules. There's rules in society, and then there's rules. There's a game being played. So guess what? You lose that fast money, and you try to start a business, or you use that fast money to start a business. That business is not going to prosper, because you don't even have social skills. You wouldn't even know how to talk to your workers without making them feel like they're beneath you. You're going to have people quitting on you every other week. And you'll see that with certain narcissists, where their businesses, they're not successful for the long run, and they're always opening up new things and new endeavors, because their attitude sucks. So I'm sending you guys lots of love, light, peace in your healing. I hope that this message was helpful. If you guys enjoyed this, don't forget to like, share, comment, subscribe if you guys are new. And I will talk to you guys on the next one. Love you guys. Bye.